The attacks increase throughout the year, petrifying more students, including Hermione. When the diary disappears and Harry and Ron are escorted by McGonagall to the petrified body of Hermione, Harry and Ron go to Hagrid to question him. Before they can do so, Professor Dumbledore, Cornelius Fudge, who is the British Minister for Magic, and Lucius Malfoy come to take Hagrid to Azkaban, but he discreetly tells the boy to follow the spiders and take care of his pet dog Fang. Lucius then has Dumbledore suspended. In the Forbidden Forest, Harry and Ron, accompanied by Fang, meet Aragog, who reveals Hagrid's innocence and informs them of the discovery of a girl's corpse in a bathroom before giving a clue of the resident monster which he and his species fear and never speak of. Aragog then sets his colony of Acromantula on Harry and Ron, but the now wild Ford Angela saves them. A torn page from a book in Hermione's hand identifies the resident monster as Basilisk, a giant serpent that instantly kills anyone who makes direct eye contact with it, only petrifies anyone who sees it indirectly. Connecting the evidence, Harry and Ron find out the causes of petrification of Colin, Justin, the ghost's nearly headless Nick, Hermione, and Mrs. Norris. Colin had his camera. Justin saw it through nearly headless Nick, wherein the latter absorbed the force, where Hermione and Mrs. Norris both saw it through reflections, the former having a mirror and the latter looking on a puddle of water. The duo also discovered that the basilisk used the school's plumbing, and from Aragog's statements the previous night, they discover Moaning Myrtle was the girl found in the bathroom. The teachers discover a new message written on a wall declaring that Ginny Weasley has been taken into the chamber where her skeleton will lie forever, and convince Lockhart to save her. Harry and Ron find Lockhart exposed as a fraud who wipes clean other wizards' memories and claims their achievements, planning to flee. Knowing Myrtle was the girl killed by the basilisk, they lead him to her bathroom, where they discover the chamber's entrance behind a circular column of sinks, a pipe large enough for a person to crawl through. The trio jump through the hole and land in a series of cavernous, maze-like crypts and dungeons. Following the tunnels, they find a shed basilisk skin wherein Lockhart feigns a collapse to seize Ron's broken wand and use it to erase Harry and Ron's memories. As Lockhart casts the memory-erasing spell, it backfires on himself, wiping his memory. The force of the spell also causes a portion of the ceiling to cave in, separating Harry and Ron from Lockhart. Harry ventures further to the tunnels and finds a circular door which is the entrance to the chamber itself. He enters the chamber where he finds an unconscious Ginny. As Harry tries to examine the body, he is greeted by the ghostly memory of the 16-year-old Tom Riddle. After Riddle reveals to Harry that he was the memory preserved in the diary, he admits that he manipulated Ginny to open the chamber and write the bloody messages on the walls, and how the diary traumatized her in February, wherein she disposed it. Riddle then reveals his full name, Tom Marvolo Riddle, and the anagram he fashions in which reveals, "I am Lord Voldemort." At this point, Harry discovers that Riddle himself was Voldemort and the true heir of Slytherin. Riddle reveals more on how he imprinted his 16-year-old self as memory in an enchanted diary, in order to one day continue the field work of his ancestor, which he began when he opened the chamber 50 years ago, purging Hogwarts of impure-blooded witches and wizards. He also adds on how he framed Hagrid for the attacks and how he would make his new pseudonym a feared name in the wizarding community, and how he would replace Dumbledore as the greatest sorcerer. After Harry expressed support for Hagrid and Dumbledore, the latter's phoenix, Fawkes, flies in with the Sorting Hat. In an attempt to kill Harry, Riddle unleashes the basilisk from the statue of Salazar Slytherin himself, but Fawkes arrives and blinds the basilisk, destroying its fatal gaze. After a short chase and Harry's diversion, Harry returns to re-examine Ginny. Tom Riddle's memory grows more powerful as it steals life from Ginny's body. The basilisk emerges from the pool of the chamber, and while Harry tries to find other means of fighting, the sword of Godric Gryffindor materializes from the Sorting Hat. Climbing the statue of Salazar Slytherin, he duels with the basilisk and manages to kill the monstrous creature by impaling the roof of its mouth with a sword. However, one of its fangs pierces his arm as a result. of the latter's killing move. Harry extracts the fang as he and Riddle watch the basilisk fall dead to the chamber's floor. As Harry is slowly being poisoned, he uses his remaining energy to stab the diary with the basilisk's fang, and the memory of Riddle is destroyed, while Ginny receives her from her near-death state. As Harry advises Ginny to get out of the chamber with Ron, Fawkes comes to heal Harry with his tears, which have healing powers. Ginny and Harry both fully recover, along with those who were petrified: Hermione, Mrs. Norris, Justin Finch Fletchley, Nearly Headless Nick, and Colin Creevey. The next morning, Harry discovers it was Lucius Malfoy who slipped the diary into Ginny's cauldron when he encountered the Weasleys in Diagon Alley bookshop, but he's unable to prove it. Dobby reveals he's the Malfoy servant, and knowing their treachery, had been trying to protect Harry all year. In gratitude, Harry sticks one of his old socks into the diary and hands it to Lucius. Lucius gives the diary to Dobby, who finds the sock hidden in its pages. This constitutes, in Dobby's eyes, a gift of clothing, the traditional manner in which a master frees a house elf from servitude. The freed Dobby declares he is eternally grateful to Harry and protects him from an attempted reprisal from Lucius. The word Avada is used in the beginning of Lucius Malfoy's curse, suggesting that is the Avada Kedavra curse, the killing curse, in other words. Dumbledore dispels Harry's fears that he could have been put into Slytherin rather than into Gryffindor when he tells Harry that it's his choices that define him and not his abilities, that Harry could not have wielded the sword of the Gryffindor if he did not truly belong to that house. At the end of the year feast, everyone who is petrified is revived, including Hermione, who is finally reunited with Harry and Ron. Dumbledore announces that all the exams have been cancelled and Hagrid is released from Azkaban, receiving loud cheers and applause from everyone, except a few students of Slytherin House.